Oh, okay. Ha! So I'm gonna, this is a food episode of Go Feed Yourself. I'm not gonna do many more of these, but I wanted to do this particular one, this roast chicken dish, because just in the last one day, that doesn't make sense. Hello. Hi. So I'm Raina, and this is gonna be a food episode. Okay, this is like take 5 right now. I just want to do a food episode. Maybe under Go Feed Yourself, which is an Instagram site I have, and soon to be website one day. But I wanted to make my roast chicken tonight, and then I thought to record it because in the last day or so, 2 people asked me about this recipe, and I thought, well, because it's really easy, A, and B, it's delicious. So I thought to record myself while I'm making it, and this probably will be too long to upload on Facebook, but I'm going to try. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Feels silly, but I'm going to do this. Okay, so let me just show you the ingredients. Where's the little ding dong? Okay, I was trying to flip my phone. So we have potatoes and lemon and cherry tomatoes, and we have basil and garlic, and then of course chicken. So that's it. That's all we're going to use. What's really good about this dish is that you can just swap out different ingredients for other things. Like instead of little potatoes, it could be white beans, or you don't have to do lemon if you don't want. My staples are always basil, garlic, and cherry tomatoes. And then from that, I either add or take away different ingredients. And today I'm using little potatoes, which normally annoy me because they're so small. I don't know. It's for some reason they annoy me. But for this dish, I'm like, they're perfect because look, same size as the tomato. So I don't know. I just enjoyed that. They're like little cousins, right? Same size kind of. Anyway, so in this case, these little potatoes do not annoy me. They're going to be perfect. So here we go. So mixing bowl. And really, there's barely even any chopping. So the garlic is all in pieces. I just took a whole, head of garlic and I smashed it with whatever. You could smash it with like this little, pepper thing. And then all the cloves, separate. And you want the skin on because they're going to roast. And it's easy to squish out the garlic once it's done cooking. So I just take all my garlic. This is about 2 heads, or like a head and a half of garlic. Put in the bowl. Potatoes. Put as much as you want. I'm cooking 2 legs with 2 thighs. So meaning I'm going to want like a lot of, vegetables and whatnot and roots in there. So I just put X amount of stuff in there. I could put more, once I dump it in the skillet. If I want more, I can. No problem. Tomatoes. I'm not cutting anything. I'm just literally throwing it on the bowl. I'm going to put this to the side. So basil. Basil, let's wait. Let's take, let's hold on there. So, okay, I have garlic, potatoes, and tomatoes in here. And so now I want to season them with a little olive oil. This is from Whole Foods, $3.65. It's the most inexpensive. So I'm just going to put enough oil to coat everything, because I don't want my hands to get all oily. Just do a little, like they're in a washing machine. Move it around. So I would be using just like regular salt, but I don't have it in the house, and I have smoked salt in the house, so I'm going to use smoked salt, which I think is going to be probably fabulous because it's like you're at a campfire. Smoked salt. My temperature is ready in my oven. Okay, so I just put as much. It depends what your salt taste buds are. You put as much salt as you want, and some black pepper. And I'm just mixing it all around. There we go. Quite easy, right? All right, so I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to get my skillet. Cast iron skillet. If you don't have one, get one. Get one, because it's so amazing to cook things on a cast iron skillet. Trust me. It's a little bit of a annoyance to clean and whatnot, You have to be good to it, but anyway, they're resilient. So here's the chicken. So here's the thing, this is what I do with the chicken. So I bought it like this from Trader Joe's because it's so inexpensive and I don't think the quality is really bad. And it came just 2 legs with 2 thighs, and it's perfect because 1 portion for dinner, next portion for leftovers at work. That's my lunch, so it's perfect. This is what I did. The night before, I salted it. I put salt over the skin. And then I put it in the fridge, uncovered overnight. And what that does is salt sucks all the moisture out from the skin. And not only will the skin be crispy naturally because I'm going to be roasting it uncovered for about 1.5 hours, but because I dried the skin out a little bit more, it's going to be, and kind of salted it, you know, it has this flavor already with the salt. It's going to be extra crispy. This is a little trick that my aunt also taught me. You salt the skin day before, and then it's like magic when you cook it. Anyway, it's brilliant. And I did it with smoked salt because, again, I don't have regular salt in the house, so hopefully this is a good flavor choice. So I just greased the bottom of my pan. I'm going to put like a little salt on the bottom, and I'm just going to put the chicken right in the middle of this pan. Right in the middle of the pan. And then all I'm going to do, this is like so simple, I'm going to take all of those ingredients I mixed up. I'm going to first put half of it in the pan. I'm not putting it on top of the chicken. I'm putting it all around the chicken. And now I pause and I'm going to put basil. Let me tell you, it is so fragrant, the basil in this dish. It's amazing. I can't tell you, well, I could tell you know how amazing basil is, but basil with this chicken, it just brightens it up. It is just so glorious. So I'm just taking this whole bit that I bought and I'm just sprinkling the basil. Like, this could not be easier, this recipe, I swear. Anyway, and it really ends up being delicious. So I'm just covering the basil on top of all those goodies I just poured in the pan. I might not use all of it. Anyway, this is all to taste. It's like if you don't really like basil, if you like it a little bit, put a little bit. If you love it so much, put a shitload of it in the pan. Okay, so here's the thing. You don't want the basil to be left on top to cook because it's gonna dry out and burn. You're gonna get like brown, withered away basil. So what you want to do is kind of incorporate it so it's sort of towards the bottom of the pan. So when the tomatoes start roasting and they burst out their juices, gets over the basil, and then the basil won't dry out. Right? Does that make sense? So you want the basil to kind of sneak under the potatoes and the garlic and the tomatoes, la la la. I made the mistake once of having it on top, and it just burnt out all the flavor, and it was a real bummer. We don't want a bummer. We want success all the time. Okay, or most of the time. All right, there we go. So the last thing, because it's so good, this is gonna roast for 1.5 hours. So, well, lemon is really great when using chicken, but I love using lemon all the time. Anyway, la la la. It starts to get a little sweet because you're cooking it for 1.5 hours. So the lemon starts to brown, and it's just so absolutely amazing. So what I'm gonna do is just cut it into little wedges. So you know what you do to release all the juices from lemon is you kind of give it a little go like that, and it kind of breaks it up. So let's see here. So I'm just gonna cut it. Like, this is the only chopping that you're doing in the whole dish. This. So if this is too much for you, then God help you. I don't know what you're going to do in the kitchen. Maybe just make mac and cheese or something, but that's all you have to do. So I'm going to take the lemon, and I'm just going to put it on top. Doesn't matter, facing up, facing down. Doesn't matter. Here's the thing. Remember, you don't want to cover the chicken with all this stuff because you want the chicken skin to be exposed to the heat, so it's really crisps it up. So just kind of move things around so it's around the chicken. Let me wipe my hands so I don't get salmonella over everything. It's like I don't even pay attention to those things. Okay. So what I do is, of course, I salt even more. My salt, like, I could really have a lot of salt. My taste buds are kind of shot. Okay, so over salting. We want to put olive oil over the chicken skin, again, because it'll help it crisp up. Move it around with my finger a little bit. Perfect. What else do I have? Maybe a little more pepper. I mean, this is basically, you just assemble the dish. Like, you're not really doing anything else. And that's it. So let me show you what it looks like. There it is. Look at that. That looks so beautiful. And because my oven said it was ready, what I'm gonna do is put it in the oven, middle rack. It's supposed to be on 350. I put it to 370 just to kind of, I don't know, just because, for about an hour and a half. So because I put it on for 370, I'm gonna check it after an hour and 20 minutes to see how it's going. Basically, I want to make sure that the skin is crispy, and of course the chicken is cooked. That's it. I'm covered. That's it. And I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. All right, so see you in an hour and a half. Hello. So it's been about 40 minutes since I've been cooking the chicken. Well, first of all, let me just say that I look a little different because I'm in my house dress right now. So just so you know, why is she wearing something different? The chicken has been cooking for half the time so far, and I just want to say how good it smells. Between the basil and the garlic and the tomatoes, it's like those smells are dancing around one another. It smells so good in the house. So it's getting me quite excited, and in 37 minutes, I will show you the final product. So I'm just very excited. It smells so good. I just want to let you know, okay? Bye. All right. Hello again. It's been an hour and a half since we last talked. Oh, minus the interruption in the middle when I was telling you how good everything smelled. But it's time to take it out of the oven. So one moment. Hold on. Okay, here I come. Oh, hold on, it's heavy. Ooh, okay. There we go. All right. So let me show you. I promise this. Here we go. Ooh, way up close. You could hear the crackling of the probably tomatoes and lemon. Anyway, there we go. So I'm going to be honest with you for a second. So this dish, I mean, you could just serve it as is. You don't need any other sides or anything. But I have a soft spot I'm going to share with you. I'm going to take a little mayo and a little sriracha. I'm going to mix it together. And I might just dip my chicken in it. So that's my little thing. You don't need to do that. I just have a thing with chicken and mayo. So I will have a side of mayo and sriracha. Nonetheless, I'm going to take the garlic and squeeze it out of the skin. I'm going to take the lemon and probably suck on it as I'm eating it because that's how good it is. Tomatoes, basil, all this. So that's it. That's the dish. So hopefully you make it. Very easy. Though this is a very long kind of video to talk to you about it. I will include the recipe link. So if you just don't want to watch the video, just go to the link and you'll be fine. But salt your chicken a day in advance. Okay, bye.